So stop search. Batu Khan. To the roost. Playing the Golden Horde. Okay, okay. The Golden Horde is a civilization of conquest, forgoing their nomadic roots as part of the Mongolian Empire. So they don't... You don't lift buildings anymore, I guess. They solidify their control of conquered lands. The Great Golden Tent is a focal point of this new empire, dispatching edicts to fortified outposts on the frontier. When the Golden Horde Khan is called into battle, you will often find Torgud bodyguards nearby, protecting the Khan and inspiring the Horde victory. They look to expand rapidly by recruiting most units in groups of 2 or more at once. A unique stockyard, so I guess that's a stockyard. Golden Horde Khan is a unique heavy melee cavalry unit. Torgud. So they're like Keshiks. They deflect any damage from the Khan to themselves. Karash is an inexpensive light melee unit that bolsters an army by providing protective bonuses to nearby units. Yeah, not that I make walls. Kiljadi thinks I'm the ultimate waller. He's such a pleb. The Beachhead Ram, found in the Siege Workshop, gives the Ram an ability to open side arrow slits and unleash a torrent of arrows from each unit in the hold. I wonder if that means that you can, like, every unit inside gets an arrow, or if it just means range units. That could be a bit annoying. Glorious Charge. The Glorious Charge technology found on Outposts unlocks a timed Empire-wide ability. Speed boost and reducing incoming damage as they charge into battle. Stockyard Edict. Found on the Golden Tent, unlocks a new edict that, when activated, allows gold to be generated from stockyards that are being worked near fortified outposts. The buildings look cool. I mean, very often with these things, I don't really know what it entails until I play it, you know what I mean? Construction of a golden tent. So is this the golden tent? Stockyards can boost early food income by allowing villagers to gather meat and drop it off directly at the stockyard. So do these produce sheep? I mean, it's a nice little base. So by the looks of this, I guess that this has some kind of, like, influence, right? When any unit is trained for a military building within... Yeah, this will produce an additional Karash. When any unit is trained from a military building within the influence. With the increased stone income of an expanded Uvu network, stone technologies can be researched to increase the power of your armies. Reinforcement technology increases the number of units trained in a batch without increasing the cost. Pretty interesting. Like, it looks different enough to Mongol that I'm pretty excited. Okay, Macedonian. Basil. Whereas known Varangians filled the ranks of Byzantine armies as mercenaries concerned of revolts within his son Basil II, recognized the unwavering loyalty of Varangians and formed the first Imperial Guard around 988. Died in 1025. Replace fallen warriors at the war camp, improve weapons and armor by spending silver at the arsenal. So is that going to be a fifth, another resource? Villagers discover abundant silver deposits as they mine gold and stone. This fifth resource can be used for researching unique technologies of the new Varangian arsenal. So like another blacksmith kind of thing, with arms and armor paid with silver. The mighty Varangian warriors step forth onto the battlefield with their fortified strongholds. Another fortified thing? As losses from combat begin to pile up, construct the Varangian war camp and receive free reinforcements of Varangians from distant lands. Command 3 new Varangian units. Leverage their unique berserk abilities. Carve legendary rune stones to celebrate past victories in battle. Inspiring to fight harder while protecting the Empire. Let's call them the Atgis. Light melee Varangian infantry that become more tenacious when fighting alongside Varangian units with their passive berserk ability. Oh, they have a passive berserk ability. Are they like little spearmen? The Bogues. Light range Varangian infantry with an ability that steadies their bow in the midst of battle to penetrate armor weak points. Wonder how that's going to be. Some Rids. Heavy melee Varangian cavalry capable of throwing axes from afar, causing devastating damage before engaging in close quarters. Okay, I'm glad that they... So these are going to be like mounted Earl's Guards, I guess. Which is cool. Because if they were like sergeants, I'd think they sucked. Rune stones. Commemorate voyages to the east and past victories in battle by carving rune stones with any Varangian unit when enough enemies have suffered their blades. Rompea swords technology. Known to adapt to local weaponry, Varangian guards of Radari can equip Rompea to meet the needs of war. And the Varangian arsenal. So silver. But like from what I could garner, the silver is purely for like battle techs, but maybe it's used for eco techs as well. Varangian strongholds replace the barracks and are capable of defending the area and fielding all types of Varangian units as you advance through the ages, including the early Varangian Guard. So you can make like a Dark Age Varangian. Construct it. So the Varangian Arsenal. So that was the thing that replaces the barracks, yeah? Oh no, it's a Varangian Stronghold. Varangian Arsenal next to mining camps to begin generating passive silver. Combine both blacksmith and university upgrades into one. Okay, so your blacksmith, so a bit like a Mongol blacksmith. Military power of other civilizations in each age. Prepare your northern reinforcement by finding a suitable location for the Varangian war camp. From castellated Varangian Radari can be produced. So kind of a knight replacement that throws an axe. Sick. Palatine School to train cataphracts in bulk. Oh, that could be cool. Or choose foreign engineering to use silver to hire mercenary siege engines. I wonder if you'll be able to make Ottoman shit. Make some great bombards. Roman fire, granting springolds a fiery bolt that explodes on impact, causing devastating area effect damage over time. That could actually be kind of fun. I don't know how useful, but interesting. Alright, Japanese variant. This is the one that I'm... In fact, what's the other one? Delhi variant. I'm probably most excited for, like, Japan stuff, to be fair. This civilization represents the Sengoku Jidai. Apologies about pronunciation, by the way. Period of widespread civil wars. It started with the 1467 collapse of the Ashikaga shogunate. From splintered territories rose independent lords called daimyo that struggled in constant warfare. Unification of Japan under the Tokugawa shogunate. Civilization must shape their rule by choosing between 3 daimyo clans that each specialize in different martial fields. Powerful melee infantry of the Hojo, the thunderous cavalry of the Takeda, or the roaring volleys of Oda ranged infantry. Cool. Oh, I do like the look of the units. Begins with a versatile economic building called the Matsuru, which boosts food income in the early ages and becomes the heart of a booming economy as it builds up. In H2, choosing which clans are supported by building will shape your armies for the coming conflicts. Each daimyo estate will provide bonuses and unlock... Okay, so you've got quite a bit of choice here about whether you go infantry, range, or cav. Kanabo Samurai. I mean, they look cool. Have they got like a big frickin' wooden stick? This unique melee infantry is armed with a large, studded club that does bonus damage to enemies based on their maximum health. Oh! We've not really had any unit do that before. So the higher the health, the more damage. So good against knights and stuff, maybe. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I like the look of them. Like, see them in this screenshot. Yatai is a unique worker unit that can be sent out to gather food from animals, berries or fish without depleting the resource. That's actually very cool. It doesn't deplete. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Like, so any kind of shoreline fish or boars that you can protect, very good. I don't know how much it's going to gather per minute or whatever, but sounds cool. For each daimyo estate, a unique heavy melee cavalry can be recruited. For each daimyo estate, a unique heavy melee. The daimyo increases the attack speed of nearby units even when they fall. Ikko Ikki Monk are strong warrior monks that forgo traditional targeted healing and instead heal all nearby units whenever they strike an enemy. I like that kind of shit. That looks good. Samurai bow. The samurai bow technology found in the Hojo daimyo estate equips samurai with a Yumi bow that they will fire at range. Wonder how good they're going to be. So does that mean that these guys can also shoot? I wonder if it's going to be like Desert Raiders. Mounted Samurai Odachi. The Mounted Samurai Odachi technology found in Takeda changes the weapon of the Mounted Samurai to an Odachi that does more damage to infantry. Okay. It's not too confusing. Is that a broken down building? I can't tell. The age starts with the location of deer and boar being revealed on the map. Aha! That's interesting. Where to send yatai to bolster your food income by making food from them without needing to hunt or gather them. As the yatai fills with food, it will send food traders back to the Matsuri. Aha! Building up the festival, increasing gathering. Building up the festival and increasing the gathering rate of nearby villages. The armies of the Sengoku Daimyo can be crafted and honed by building Daimyo estates to support one of 3 clans. Oda to support range infantry, Takeda to support cavalry, and Hojo to support melee infantry. However, not all clans can be supported at once, so you will need to choose carefully. With increased support of the Hojo Daimyo clan, the health of melee infantry is increased, and any unit recruited from barracks when the unit gets deflective armor. Clans call levies from provinces to... Okay. Oda clan could become a valuable ally in Age 4, with a focus on ranged infantry bonuses being able to unlock the early Ozutsu. Tanegashima Ashigaru. Oh my god, my pronunciation's so good. Thank you for the raid, good sir Jando. An early hand cannoneer can become the backbone of the army with the Oda clan technology. So it didn't quite say what the cavalry one did, eh? Alright, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to. Ooh. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see. Tuglach. Beginning his rule in 1320, quickly established law and order with neighbouring governors with a delay of blah blah blah. Internal revolts plagued the dynasty from previous leadership failures. Gaining confidence from nobles and officers, he quickly reformed taxes, strengthened military, punished corrupt officials, and commanded the construction of the mighty Tughlaqbad fort before his death in 1325. Not long. Victory worker elephants have provided mobile drop-off for all resources. With the construction of each fort, you can appoint a governor to activate unique bonuses and answer the Sultan's call. With 3 new elephants that show the true power of the mighty... Well, fuck me. Elephant Civ. Another one. But maybe even more elephanty. Kicks off with a bonus to resources when villagers drop off at worker elephants. As villager walking time becomes too great, the worker elephants can freely move around to help take the load off. Provides near instantaneous research times on most technologies for a higher price. Oh. Stay ahead of enemies by researching quickly and trampling through defensive lines with raider elephants. Produce the healer elephants from mosques to reinforce the front line and heal 2 units simultaneously. Tear through multiple lines of enemies with ballista elephants from siege workshops. Okay. Okay. Give me those ballista frickin' elephants. So the worker elephants. Let's see. Elephant that acts as a universal drop-off. Saving time and resources for your villagers to focus on other tasks. Bonus resources are provided when villagers drop off. Pretty interesting. Raider elephants. Now, are these guys going to be fucking fast? I doubt it. Light melee cavalry unit with increased health and an ability to trample through foes, dealing area damage and bypassing threats along the way. Replaces the horsemen. Okay. The ballista elephant. Heavy siege cavalry mounted with a devastating ballista capable of piercing through multiple enemies. Replaces the springald. Tughlaqbad forts. Appoint governors to oversee bonuses across the civilization. Contain unique technology to scale the defense, weaponry, and increase the power of the appointed governor. Governor of Ajmer. One of six governors available. Aha. So quite a lot of choice. Heavy armed Amir warriors that consume no population space. What? Biggest army in the whole world? Collateral damage technology. Reinforce elephant tusks with deadly spikes to increase their damage output, causing catastrophic damage to anything caught in their way. Hard-working elephants to assist villagers with collecting resources by being their preferred drop-off location. Villagers and working elephants begin collecting stone and laying the foundation. Okay. being constructed to like a fort in age 2, so you can get 4 tiers of bonuses to economy, religion, military, and more. They replace keeps and have unique ways of scaling weapons and defenses that aren't restricted by age. When entering Castle Age with the Compound of the Defender landmark, all forts unlock a 4th Governor Benefactor bonus that adds a new dimension to their unique bonuses. Construct a mosque and begin producing healer elephants that can heal 2 units simultaneously with mounted imams. While their elephant engages in melee combat, healer elephants gain increased damage the more infantry units there are nearby. Healer elephants can also be accessed an age earlier via the Dome of Faith landmark. Oh, so you can have them at age 2. Advance to the Imperial Age with 1 or 2 landmarks to interact with the governor system. Palace of the Sultan immediately grants you a governor of your choice with a maximum tier 4 bonus. Choosing the Hisar Academy will grant you the resource over time based on how many governors are already active in the game. Raise an army of fearsome elephants. Alright. I mean, sounds pretty interesting, to be fair. I mean, I almost wish I do almost wish that we had... I almost wish that the variant word was never used, because these are totally frickin' different, and yet again. And I know you're going to get some of those plebs that are just like... And it's like, come on. Come on, laddie.